Hello everyone, this is video 1 of 4 on how to start playing OpenRA. If you are a beginner, this video is for you. Be sure to check out the next 3 videos because I'm going to go into depth on OpenRA, basically all that you have to need to know. So,
control initialized.
Let's just dive into it right now. The goal of OpenRA is to destroy the enemy base in most scenarios. Now, this is for skirmish missions. I don't really bother with missions, but this is 99% of the time what you're going to have to do. Destroy the enemy base, and sometimes their base is plural. But yeah, so you're going to start off with a mobile construction vehicle, deploy it into a construction yard, and then you can build, right now you can only build a power plant. So what a mobile construction vehicle deployed into a construction yard can do is it can build things. It can build this right here, buildings, and it can build defenses. And I'll talk about the defenses in a later video, but right now I'm just going to talk about the basic buildings. So a power plant is the only thing we can build, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Construction complete. New construction
and now
options.
I have new construction options, as you can see here on the corner of my screen. I now unlocked barracks, naval yard, and ore refinery. So let's start with ore refinery. And as you can see, it's going to take a while to build, 17 seconds, so I'm going to enable a cheat that's going to make that build instantaneous. This would never happen in real life scenarios because this is only for if you're playtesting the game or in very rare situations. So the ore refinery spawns with an ore truck, and an ore refinery is a place where the ore truck can go back to and deposit credits. Right then it just gave me 500 total credits. You can see it deposits it, and I'm up 500 credits. Now, for practical purposes, I'm going to give myself a lot of money so I can demonstrate all of the buildings in the least amount of time. So, I can go ahead and talk about radar dome. And what a radar dome is, it provides a map right here. Barracks,
Construction complete. New construction options.
once you build barracks, you will be able to build or train infantry. So right now I can train rifle infantry, rocket soldiers, medics, and engineers.
Unit ready.
And this is just general infantry. The engineer can go somewhere else and maybe capture a building. War factory is essentially that, but building vehicles. And it can build some extra ore trucks right now, light tanks, rangers, artilleries, and whatnot.
Ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
This is just really good. Artillery is good long range. And light tank ranger, just good mobile fast units. They're not that powerful though. So right now I'm low power. The radar dome is offline because it's powered. It no longer works. So I can build an advanced power plant or a power plant, depending on whichever one you can, and it's going to give me power. That's essentially the only thing these power plants do, to give you power. This one gives you 200, and this one gives you 100. The next building we're going to talk about is a service depot. And a service depot repairs vehicles for credits. This also includes aircraft, which we'll get into very soon. And it allows you to build more things. Specifically, a mobile construction vehicle and medium tank. Those are the big ones. MCV is just a mobile construction vehicle. It can be deployed into another construction yard. That's how people will build second bases, where you can build potentially second armies and find other resources. Helipads are just like barracks and war factory, but for aircraft. I can build Black Hawks and a transporter. I won't worry about this too much right now. You can see, though, there are a few things that are grayed out. That's because it requires tech center, requires tech center, requires tech center, blah, blah, blah. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about. It uses a lot of power, so I'm going to have to build another power plant. Might as well build another one. And the tech center is just a tech center. It allows you to build this, and depending on if you are an ally or not, you will get a GPS satellite, which we'll talk about in another video. Once you build a tech center, you'll also have access to a missile silo. And a missile silo is essentially an atomic bomb. Let's just say there's an enemy base right there, and I want to attack it. Looks to be the side of a cliff. It is pretty strong. You can see it affected a large area. The last thing we're going to talk about are naval yards and
Construction
subpens.
complete.
And don't worry about all this extra stuff. Naval yards and
Build
subpens
construction
are essentially the
complete.
same thing, but for different forces. Subpens are for Soviets, and naval yards are for Allies. Allies can build
Build unit
gunboats,
ready.
destroyers, and
Build
cruisers,
unit ready.
right there. And Soviets can build
Build
submarines
unit
and
ready.
missile subs. And that's essentially it to the basics. I recommend you look at the next video where we're going to be diving into the differences between the Allies and the Soviets.